You didn't listen to your inner voice and you didn't take that risk that you always wanted. You didn't start that business that you always wanted. You didn't learn that skill that you always wanted just because you listened to someone else. Hey everyone, Sanjay here from Contriver podcast. You're listening to Con Show, episode number 220. And in this episode, we'll discuss about how important is it to listen to your inner voice. Your inner voice, the voice that speaks within you, and how important is it? Let's get started. Hey everyone, Sanjay here from Contriver podcast. You're listening to Con Show. Never listen to any advice, guys. That's the advice that I want. These are nothing but you practice, you'll become an expert one. Your network is your net worth. But I don't know how to start. Just start. Think about this, guys. The inner voice that you have, that you talk to you, listen to that. How does that feels in your life? What does that tells you in your life? If it is something like it is trying to bully you, I think you have a less self-esteem in your life. Sorry to say that you don't respect yourself in your life. You have to try to understand that your inner voice, how do you talk to yourself, that matters a lot in your entire life. No matter whoever oppose you, no matter whoever tells you you are so wrong, you are such a idiot, you are such a dumb person, how do you treat yourself, how do you talk to yourself, that matters a lot compared to someone else is telling you. Listen to this is really important. Think about where would you have been if you would have never worried about other people's opinion in your life. Think about what your situation would have been if you have never listened to someone else's opinion. If you would have never just worried about their talks, if you would have never worried about what they really whispered you, or what they really gossiped about you to someone else. How amazing your life would have been if you would have never worried about it. Stop worrying about other people's opinion. This is the most important quality in this 21st century. You didn't listen to your inner voice and you didn't take that risk that you always wanted. You didn't start that business that you always wanted. You didn't learn that skill that you always wanted just because you listened to someone else, and just because you weren't fearless in your life, and just because you didn't have enough courage in your life to start that, because you felt like someone else's opinion matters a lot other than your opinion in your life. How horrible does that sound to you? It sounds absolutely horrible to me. Someone else's opinion impacts many people's life, and it takes enormous courage to go against the trend, go against those people. But those people, they are not living your life. You are living your life. It is your responsibility. Take 100% responsibility in your hands, and you should start working on your own dreams. That is how dreams are made. That is how dreams come true in your life. So, talking about courage, I just want to end this entire video with one small quote. Life expands and contracts with your courage. If your courage just expands, that means your life just expands. If your courage just contracts, that means your life just contracts. Be brave enough to take that one risk that you always wanted. Start that one business that you always wanted. Start that one thing, one skill that you always wanted to learn. Ask people out what you always wanted. If you don't even ask, the answer is always no. That is one of the greatest things that I ever realized in my life. If you don't ask, the answer is already no, guys. So start asking. Start asking what you want. Okay, fine. I'm just giving shout out to everyone who just comment on my pictures, videos, episodes, podcast. If you want to be that next person who will be featured in my podcast, hit that red button, comment below. I'll give you a shout out for sure. You'll be the next person who will be featured in my podcast. And yeah, thanks a lot for listening to this podcast. Until then, it's me Sanjay signing off, and meet you guys in my next podcast. Meet you guys at the top. Thank you. Bye bye.